Aaron did not understand what the boy was saying. He asked the boy for his name. The boy was surprised to hear that Aaron did not know him. He realized that Aaron is a transfer student. The boy told Aaron that he also doesn't know him. The boy walked up to Aaron and told him that he heard him mention a commoner. With a smile on his face, the boy asked Aaron if he has a problem with him. Sabbat was annoyed to see how the boy was talking. He did not understand why the commoners of the swordsmanship department were so confident. He told the boy that he can no longer put up with him. The boy smiled when he heard this. He told Sabbat that he does not like to put up with nonsense. The boy moved close to Sabbat's face. He told Sabbat that he does not need to put up with him. Sabbat was annoyed to hear this. He wanted to hit the boy in his face. Sabbat's friend quickly stopped him before he could do anything. He revealed the boy's identity to Sabbat. Sabbat was shocked to hear who the boy was. He turned around and told the boy that commoners like to help each other. Sabbat could not believe that the boy in front of him was Asuka. He decided to walk away. Helmut realized that he had heard the name Asuka before. He remembered that Sion warned him not to get involved with Asuka. Helmut was surprised to see that the boy in front of him was the top student of the department. In the next scene, we see that the instructor has returned to the field. The instructor brought some wooden swords with him. He asked the students to come out in the order he calls them. He told them to take a sword. The instructor noticed that Asuka had arrived to the field. He asked Asuka to tell him why he was late. Asuka told the instructor that he was receiving advice from Instructor Patricia. He told the man that he forgot about the class while talking to Instructor Patricia. The man told Asuka that Instructor Patricia has taken a day off. Asuka felt stupid when he heard this. The instructor told Asuka to put more efforts into his lies. He asked Asuka to run 30 laps round the field as punishment for his tardiness. Asuka was shocked to hear this. He believed that 30 laps was too much. The instructor asked Asuka if there is any issue with the order. Asuka told the man that he does not have any problems. Upon seeing how the instructor acted, Helmut realized that Asuka has a pretty bad reputation. Helmut was not surprised to see this because he could tell that Asuka had a troublesome behavior. The instructor asked the other students to begin their personal training once they receive their swords. He told the students that he will monitor them as they train. He warned them to not slack off. After saying this, the instructor began to call out the students' names. In the next scene, we see Helmut training. Helmut accurately swung his sword without any openings. The instructor was surprised to see how skilled Helmut was. He immediately took his eyes off him and focused on other students. After swinging his sword for a while, Helmut realized that there was something he was missing. Helmut hoped that he will be able to understand this thing in the next few years. While Helmut was thinking, Asuka walked up to him. He asked Helmut if he is not going to thank him. He told Helmut that he stopped him from getting into a fight. Helmut told Asuka that he never asked for his help. Asuka was surprised to hear this. He expected Helmut to be grateful to him. With a smile on his face, Asuka stretched out his hand and told Helmut that he is also a commoner. He asked Helmut to get along with him. Helmut noticed something odd about Asuka's hand. He realized that Asuka covered his hand with vis. Helmut decided not to shake him. Asuka was surprised to see that Helmut was able to sense his vis. He told Helmut that he has a good intuition. Asuka placed his hand on Helmut's shoulder and told him that he wants to give him a warning. He moved close to Helmut and told him not to be clingy. He told Helmut that they don't need to get along just because they are commoners. He told him that he hates it when people cling to him for help. Helmut was surprised to hear this. He could not believe that Asuka thought that he was going to depend on him. As Asuka walked past Helmut, he told him that they do not need to get along too much. The scene shifts and we see Helmut in his room. Helmut asked Aaliyah if he looks like someone who can be bullied easily. Helmut asked Aaliyah this question because he noticed that different people have been challenging him. Aaliyah was surprised to hear this question. She told Helmut that he does not look like such a person. Upon hearing what Helmut said, Aaliyah asked Helmut if he had a rough first day. While brushing her teeth, Aaliyah told Helmut that the people who are challenging him are probably idiots who are trying to hold their status on a high pedestal. She told Helmut that he can solve his problem when he proves himself. Helmut told Aaliyah that Ethan advised him to never pick a fight first. Aaliyah told Helmut that it depends on the manner which he picks the fight. She told Helmut that it will be good for him if he can get his opponent to make the first move, then he will have a justification for the fight. She told him that it is better for him to fight a lot of opponents at once. Helmut asked Aaliyah if there are any other methods. Aaliyah told him that the only legitimate way is for him to fight his enemy during the sparring lessons. She told Helmut that he needs to wait until the sparring lessons begin. Helmut was surprised to hear this. Aaliyah stared at Helmut. She noticed something different about him. Helmut realized that Aaliyah was staring at him. He asked her if something is wrong. Aaliyah told Helmut that he has become more mature. She told him that the version of him she knew before would have already beaten up the boys. Aaliyah was happy to see that Helmut listened well in her ethics class. Helmut realized that Aaliyah was right. He asked Aaliyah if the top student of the department is allowed to punish people who offend him. Aaliyah did not know how to answer Helmut's question. She believed that the question did not make any sense. Helmut told her that there is a student he cannot understand. The scene shifts and we are taken to a hallway. In the hallway, we see Sabbat and his friends walk past Asuka. The two enemies glared at each other as they walked past themselves. The moment Asuka passed Sabbat's side, Sabbat told Asuka that he must be happy to gain a friend who is a commoner. With a smile on his face, Sabbat told Asuka that he will turn him from a mad dog to an obedient dog very soon. He told Asuka that his grades in the academy will not be able to save him. Asuka turned around and smacked one of Sabbat's friend on the head. The boy was annoyed to see this. He asked Asuka to tell him why he hit him. Sabbat was surprised to see that Asuka hit the boy. With a mischievous smile on his face, Asuka apologized to the boy. He told the boy that he was too excited so his hand acted on its own. Asuka told Sabbat that he can turn him into an obedient dog right now. At Greta Academy, there is no discrimination of status when it comes to learning. However, there is no way a single rule can reverse a century-old social norm. The nobles cannot stop their acts of condescending treatments and bullying. Although the bullying of the commoners was a common act in the academy, the nobles did not try to mess with Asuka. This is because Asuka is the top student who is known as a mad dog. With a creepy smile on his face, Asuka asked Sabbat to come at him. Sabbat told Asuka that he heard about what he did last year. Asuka asked Sabbat if he is too scared to attack him. Sabbat noticed that Asuka has been laying low after he returned from suspension. With an annoying look on his face, Sabbat asked Asuka if another suspension will get him in trouble. Asuka was annoyed to see that Sabbat had an idea of what was happening. Sabbat moved close to Asuka and asked him to punch him in the face. With a confident look on his face, Sabbat told Asuka that he will destroy him with his skills if he oversteps his boundaries. Asuka was annoyed to hear this. He did not know what to do. Sabbat knew that Asuka could not hit him because it would make the instructors believe that Asuka was the one who started the fight. Sabbat looked at his friends and told them that the mad dog has become calm. Sabbat's friends laughed alongside Sabbat when they heard this. While Sabbat was laughing, Asuka moved close to him and got ready to destroy Sabbat's face. Fortunately, Asuka and Sabbat were hit by a wooden sword before they could fight. The two boys fell to the ground in pain. The person who hit the boys was Instructor Patricia. The instructor asked the two boys to tell her why they are behaving like thugs. She told the boys that they have a lot of courage for them to fight in groups while they are on school grounds. Asuka was annoyed to hear this. He pointed at Sabbat and told the instructor that Sabbat started the fight. Asuka told the instructor that they are not fighting in groups. He told her that he is alone. The instructor hit Asuka on the head. She asked him to keep quiet. She reminded Asuka that he cannot solve all his problems by swinging punches at others. Asuka was annoyed to hear this. He did not understand why the instructor only hit him on the head. Instructor Patricia told Sabbat that he is not better than Asuka. She warned him not to judge a student based on their status. She told him that people judge each other on the basis of skills at the academy. Sabbat realized that the instructor heard what he said to Asuka. He told her that he will remember her advice. Instructor Patricia told Sabbat that the next class is starting soon. She told Sabbat to get ready for the class. She pointed at Asuka and asked him to follow her. Asuka was shocked to hear this. He asked her to tell him why. The instructor asked Asuka to simply follow her. Sabbat stood up and fixed himself up. He asked his friends to follow him. After Sabbat left the hallway, Instructor Patricia became relieved. She used her hand to smack Asuka on his back. Asuka screamed in pain. He asked the instructor to tell him why she hit him. He did not know what he did to deserve such a heavy hit. Instructor Patricia called Asuka an idiot. She asked him if he is trying to cause trouble again. She reminded him that he just finished his suspension. She asked Asuka if he did not learn from his first suspension. She told him that he only got away with suspension the first time because he is the top student of the second-year class. She told Asuka that she will not defend him for a second time. Instructor Patricia understood that it is hard for Asuka to withstand such bullying. She told Asuka that he will receive his acknowledgement as the year goes on. She advised Asuka to not lose any opportunities because of such little things. Asuka knew that Instructor Patricia was correct. Patricia told Asuka that Helmut went through his first class without any trouble. Asuka did not know who Helmut was. He asked Patricia to tell him who she is talking about. Instructor Patricia told Asuka that Helmut is a commoner like him. She asked Asuka to be nice to Helmut. She told him that he and Helmut will get along since they are in the same situation. Immediately, Instructor Patricia said this. Asuka realized who Helmut was. Instructor Patricia asked him if he has met Helmut. While walking forward, Asuka told the instructor that he is not interested in getting along with anyone. He told her that Helmut will be fine in the department because he is a rude bastard. The scene shifts and we see the students lined up in a classroom. Instructor Patricia hit her sword on the table and told the students that she wants to start the class. She asked the students if anyone is absent. A student raises his hand up and tells the instructor that Helmut is not in the class. This boy is one of Sabbath's friend. The instructor asked the boy whose name is Jerome if he told Helmut where the class is. Jerome told her that he did. Instructor Patricia asked one of the students to look for Helmut. Jerome decided to go. Jerome came back with Helmut a few minutes later. Instructor Patricia asked Helmut to tell her why he is late. Helmut told the instructor that he did not know that she had changed the assembly location. Instructor Patricia asked Helmut if he was properly informed about the assembly location. Jerome told Instructor Patricia that he told Helmut about the change of location. The instructor told Jerome that she was not asking him the question. She asked Helmut if he was properly informed about the location change. Helmut immediately understood what was going on. He looked Jerome in the eye. Jerome glared at him. The other students laughed at Helmut. Upon seeing how the students were behaving, Instructor Patricia realized that Helmut was not informed about the location change. She told Helmut that he can answer her honestly. Helmut told the instructor that he made a mistake in hearing the message. He apologized for being late. Instructor Patricia was shocked to hear this. She did not understand why Helmut took the blame. Asuka was annoyed to hear this. He could not believe that Helmut could not defend himself. Jerome smiled when he heard this. He believed that Helmut was scared of him. Upon hearing what Helmut said, Instructor Patricia told him that he will run 10 laps around the field at the end of the class. She told Helmut that he is receiving this punishment for delaying the class. Helmut stood next to Asuka. Asuka was annoyed to see Helmut standing next to him. He believed that Helmut was not different from other commoners. Instructor Patricia decided to start the class. She picked a ball from a box containing balls. She told the students that they will spend some time working on their endurance. She told them that endurance is directly related to the stability of their swordplay. Instructor Patricia told the students that they will each receive an almond ball. She instructed the students to keep the ball on the tip of their swords. She told them that they need to do their best to stop the ball from falling. According to Instructor Patricia, students who are able to keep their balls from falling for 30 minutes will be allowed to leave. After explaining the rules to the students, Instructor Patricia asked Helmut to help her pass the balls to the students. Asuka was annoyed by how Helmut behaved. Asuka looked at Helmut as he passed the balls from the stage. Asuka never expected Helmut to be a coward. When he first met Helmut, he believed that Helmut was a stubborn guy with no fear. He never expected that Helmut would eventually bow to authority. As Asuka received his ball, he told himself that he is different. He assured himself that he would never bow his head to any noble even if he is dying. After passing the ball to almost everyone, Helmut realized that he needed to pass the ball to Jerome. Helmut took a stance and threw the ball with a terrifying strength. Jerome looked in fear as the ball came towards him. The ball hit Jerome in his stomach and crushed his abdomen. Instructor Patricia and Asuka were shocked to see this. Jerome fell to the ground and began to scream. Helmut apologized to Jerome. He told him that he was too far away. Asuka could not believe what he was seeing. He realized that Helmut might be crazier than he expected. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want part 19 of this video, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.